Hello!
Hello!
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Adam.
Welcome to I Love You But, where we talk about common relationship issues.
And our advice on how to deal
while we drink wine.
While we drink wine.
Totally drinking wine tonight.
Yes. Every night. We only drink wine on days ending in Y. Only on those ones. Those select few.
Yep, only on those ones.
The 7 or so days of the week that end in Y.
So tonight we're talking about
debt.
Debt.
Wait. Was that?
Debt.
Was that a...
Debt.
You say the word and it's just like an anvil crashing down on a cement floor.
It's just the elephant in the room.
Debt.
It's almost like a bad word.
It sucks. It is a bad word. It's terrible. So when you're looking at debt, the first question that you have to ask yourself is, what is debt?
What is it?
What is debt?
What?
And why am I so sad all the time?
What is
What
it?
is it?
Why does everyone have it?
Why are we expected to have it? Oh, ask yourself that and then vote.
That's a sad question.
It's just fucked up, you
I
know?
know.
Different conversation. So debt is something, typically money, not always, but usually it's finances, it's the almighty dollar bill that is owed or due. In most cases, you have borrowed money at some sort of a loan in one way or another, and you have to pay that back, usually with interest.
It's that interest, man.
The interest is what should make you sadder than you already are.
I also think it's important to note that there are two different kinds of debt. So there is the investment type of debt, which is for education, like student loans, and for buying a house or a home, like a mortgage.
Or a car.
You
have these giant big ticket things.
Yeah. Then you have those smaller things that accumulate that is lifestyle debt. So if you like to go get your nails done, you like to
I do.
get a mocha from Starbucks 4 times a week, or you go out with your friends drinking, or you want to redecorate your apartment or buy some clothes. Like, I mean, all those things that are fun to do and, you know, at some point kind of necessary. When are they unnecessary, though? Does that make sense?
No, you kind of got a weird little thing there going. But all these things turn out to be lifestyle debt because you're borrowing money by choice. It's completely optional, and you're putting yourself in debt just by these little lifestyle things that you're doing on a daily basis.
I mean, you could also say that putting yourself in debt for student loans is a choice.
You could.
It's a different kind of choice, though.
And we find less and less people going to college every year. Hashtag America.
Different
Moving on.
conversation.
Yes.
Moving on.
So you have these two big types of debt, and you need to tackle them. You need to figure out how to get the big numbers to all read 0. Literally, you should think of it like this. The amount of debt that you have is money you do not have. It is money you are working to pay back. You do not have it.
Just because you have $5,000 of available credit doesn't mean you have $5,000.
That is exactly correct. If you want to use a credit card for points, that's a different conversation. Where you're paying it off every month. But debt is money you do not have that you spent anyways.
And I think in relation to your relationship, I like what I did there. When you are dealing with debt with your partner and with yourself, you just really need to be honest. So the first thing you do is you have to be honest with yourself. Like, you need to sit down with a bottle of wine, not a glass, definitely a bottle, and go through your bank statements, your credit card statements, your student loans, your pay stubs every month. You need to know your income to debt ratio and figure out how long it's going to take you to pay off your debt and what kind of situation that you're in. And once you realize that, once you get those numbers down, then the next night you can get 2 bottles of wine and invite your significant other and sit down and go, all right, look, this is my shit, and this is how I'm going to handle it, so that your significant other can hold you accountable but also encourage you to pay off your debt and know where you're coming from. If you're like, oh, I really can't go out to eat tonight, and they're like, why? Come on, you just got a paycheck, and it's like, well, all my paycheck is going towards my credit card, which is good. You know, you just want to be on the same page. You okay?
I just had wine come up and out my nose.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible, but so funny.
It hurt.
Anyway, rude to interrupt. So, just being honest about your finances with yourself and your partner's finances, because you really cannot move forward as a person or as a couple if you're lying to yourself or your partner about your finances.
And the end goal, I mean, the end goal is really financial freedom for you and your partner, and to enjoy your time and money without restrictions.
Whether you share a bank account or not.
Done. Right there. Just without restrictions, together your money. And so joining forces together to tackle your debt is a really beautiful thing to try and do depending on where you're at in your relationship. Odds are you both have credit cards, and one of them probably has a higher interest rate than the other, and the other one probably has a higher balance than the other. So the two of you can actually take a look at which one, if they're pretty even, pay off the higher interest rate first. Actually work on snowballing your debt, which is where the two of you combine to tackle one credit card or one chunk of debt until it gets down to zero, and then you take all of the money that you were doing to that, and then you take that and you put it into the other credit card, and you do it one at a time. You look very perplexed.
This is my thinking face.
You take all the money that you were putting into one piece of debt, in this case, a higher interest credit card or a more cumbersome credit card with an astronomically large amount of money on it, and then you take all that money that you were putting towards it once it hit zero, then you switch over to the other credit card. And you get that down to zero. And you have this tag team mentality where you just 1-2 punch, boom, then to boom. You get them both going that way.
So you need to buy some boxing gloves. I would also say that even if you don't combine your money, because what you seem to be saying is like if you're married and you have the same money, or you are okay with sharing finances and you're okay with helping your partner pay off their credit card, not everybody feels comfortable doing that.
Totally.
So even if your partner doesn't help you pay off that debt, chances are you might have more than one credit card. So you can do the same thing even if it's just you paying off your debt. So pick the card with the highest interest rate and pay that one off first, because over time you will save more money because they are charging the highest interest rate. Does that make sense?
You did it.
You can do the math on that.
You did it.
So that's basically the gist on credit cards and debt. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it on that part.
Yeah. And the last thing to touch on is joint debt, and whether or not you commingle your finances. It's when you and your partner go in to buy something together.
Like a rug, or a nice lamp, or some china,
or a hospital visit. Oh God!
Or some cough medicine or hiccup medicine.
I wish. Oh no!
Do you have the hiccups?
Wait. Oh, it hurts. You know, it's the fucking worst. Oh no!
This is hilarious.
I have the hiccups. It's so terrible.
So if you buy something together, again, like a trash can or a TV.
What, a trash can?
I don't know, trash cans are expensive.
They can be.
So if you're going to buy something together and you're going to put it on a credit card, before you even buy it, you should come up with a plan on how and when to pay it off.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that plan, especially if you're going in on something together where you're relying on money from the other person,
it becomes a point of contempt or
resentment.
Disdain.
It can become a point of tension.
You're not
like
holding your own.
These hiccups.
I'm so tense about it. This is the worst.
This is the best.
Kelly, take it away.
All right. Well, this has been I Love You, but we need to talk about
debt. Boom. The anvil on the concrete floor.
Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and let us know if you have any questions about relationships or life in general.
We'd love to hear from you.
We'll tell you about our favorite ways to solve hiccups next time.
Oh, we have a way. It works every single time. It does. It's great. I'm going to go do that right now. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your night.
Have a great night, guys.